Hello, here we have Wednesday's homework. Another three really good problems, pretty straightforward. On the first one, number 8, it says Tracy's got $35. He wants to, or is it he or she? Well, we don't really know. So Tracy wants to buy comic books. They're $3 each, and but wants to have enough money left over for a $10 movie ticket. So the $10 movie ticket has to be what's left after Tracy buys those comic books. The most important part of this problem, or the first thing to do, is that it tells us that B equals the number of comic books. So B equals the number of comic books. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, well, that means how many $3 can I buy? The B is connected to the comic books. There are $3 comic books, and B is how many there's going to be. So I'm going to have an inequality that is going to be $35. I'm going to start with $35, and I need to know that I'm going to have enough money for that $10 movie ticket. I need $10 for that movie ticket, okay? And so I want what's ever left here on this side to be, it could be equal to, but I need to have at least more than or equal to $10. I can't have less than $10 because if I have less than $10, I cannot buy that movie ticket. So I'm going to have the $35. I'm going to take away those $3 comic books, and I'm going to need to have left more than $10 or equal to $10 so I can get that movie ticket. And I'm going to let you do the rest of that on your own. That's a super start there. Going to number 9. Number 9 says, they give you this number line and they say, so which number is 4 units from -1? Okay, so here's -1. I got -1 right here. Okay, I'm going to go 4 units. It doesn't tell me which direction to go in. Okay, so I could take that. I could go from -1 and I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go in either direction 4 units. And so then I look at the choices and I say, okay, which one have they given us as a choice? And then I would write that in. Okay, but let's make sure that you start at -1 and you go 4 directions in either direction. You're taking 4 units in towards a positive direction or a negative direction, and then look at the answers and see which one fits. Number 10 is a proportion problem. They're saying they have 40 quarters. They have 40 quarters and they weigh 8 ounces. Okay, so this weighs 8 ounces. That's equal to that. Well, if I have 200 quarters, how many ounces will that be? And we're going to make that W because that's what they make it in the problem. So this can go either way. Remember that I want to line up the labels. I could have 40 quarters to 200 quarters, right? Or because that is up and down. Same, see, that's the same, quarters to quarters. Okay, or I could have 40 quarters to 200 quarters. I'm just gonna cram this in here. Okay, and I have that same quarters to quarters. So in on this one, I'm doing the weight, right? That's going to be ounces to ounces. Down here, it will also be ounces to ounces. So which matches 40 quarters? Well, we know that 40 quarters are 8 ounces. So that's what we're going to do. We're matching that ratio. They've given us that ratio. 4 quarters is 8 ounces. 4 quarters is 8 ounces. And now I just have to find out that missing number. Pretty straightforward again. A really nice proportion problem. It really shows how you need to match the labels, and keep that initial ratio. This initial ratio, you need to make sure that you're keeping that either across from each other or up and down, depending on how you use the proportion. And so you will look at the proportions they've given you, and you make a choice as to which one could be used, which best fits this ratio and proportion. Okay, good job. Let me know if you have any problems.